Morning, the annual Crime Coalition Public Perception Survey has been released this morning. A key takeaway of the survey is a 9 percentage point improvement of 40% in overall satisfaction with the NOPD. Last year's there was a 31% rating. That was the lowest since the survey was introduced back in 2009. Joining us with a closer look this morning at the recent survey findings, New Orleans Police and Justice Foundation President and CEO, Melanie Talia. Good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning, Brandon.
So overall thoughts on this?
Overall, I'd say the citizen perceptions are that the city and that the New Orleans Police Department are moving in the right direction. We've had some significant increases in some categories and some single-digit increases in other categories, but ultimately across the board in almost every question we have seen perceptions of the NOPD improve.
Yeah, specifically, it seems that people across the board are pleased with how crimes are being pursued and fought here in the city of New Orleans. What do those results mean?
In March, I believe NOPD issued some results that crime was, across the board, crime was down by more than 30%.
Right.
And the most recent numbers, the more violent crimes, homicides, shootings, armed robberies, carjackings, those have all gone down by more than 40%. So I think the citizens are seeing and beginning to feel the impact of a safer city on themselves and on their families and their businesses. But it's going to take a minute to really understand that impact and to make the connection of the work that NOPD is doing to crime reduction and being a happy citizen.
Yeah, because it shows that there is a big improvement there, but it also shows that there is some improvement that needs to be made in terms of perception. But people also generally pleased with how crime is being fought and also look for more in terms of technology to fight crime. Absolutely.
We live in a digital society. Everybody has a cell phone. Most people have laptops or tablets. You plug your phone into your car and you use your Bluetooth. We live in a digital society. And NOPD, to conduct solid, efficient, effective investigations, need to implement technology into their work, into their daily work. And the citizens see that. Across the board, citizens want to see increased technology in the use of investigations and solving crimes, as well as additional manpower and even a pay raise.
Right, and that's what we're looking at right now. I mean, another one of the findings that shows that residents were pleased overall with, or an improvement rather, in perception as far as pursuing homicides is concerned, but that more work needs to be done, particularly with vehicle thefts.
Yes, yes. We've seen an improvement in armed robberies and carjackings, but the auto burglaries and the auto thefts are still a problem. And obviously that's the inconvenience of that for a citizen and that feeling of violation for a citizen is tremendous. Not to mention the out-of-pocket cost of having a window replaced, missing a day of work, and the list goes on. And we, of course, have seen some citizens, sadly, who have been victimized by auto theft and by auto burglary over and over and over again. So that is a place that NOPD certainly has turned its attention. The numbers have gotten better, but there's still more work to be done. And I think that's part of what the survey tells us. While we're seeing improvement, the citizens have a perception of what we'll call a soft improvement. They're not very satisfied, but they're somewhat satisfied. But it's good to have moved from worse to somewhat. So there's more work to be done to get this community to very satisfied and very safe.
And somewhat is how it is classified here in the report. Where will this data be used?
The superintendent will review it. Of course, I think she has got the right people in the right places right now and is strategically deploying her resources. And she is very much a chief that's in the community. So she will review these results and she will apply them to her current crime-fighting strategies.
All right, ma'am. Thank you so much for your perspective this morning. As we mentioned, it is a pretty extensive survey, so we've got the findings for you, and we're going to have them available on our website, WWLTV.com. Here's Peyton.